The rain had not stopped. Cold water rushed through the dark streets of Vardana, cascading like a restless river, while thunder rolled across the sky, a deep growl that resonated in Aarav Verma's chest. He stood in the middle of the empty street, breathing heavily, the world around him shrouded in a wet veil of gray. Broken glass from his apartment window glimmered like cruel stars, scattered across the asphalt behind him, remnants of a life that was now irrevocably altered. His hands glowed, golden energy flickering across his fingers, like living lightning, dancing with an intensity that both excited and terrified him. He stared at them in shock, the weight of the moment crashing over him like the relentless rain. "What am I?" he whispered to the stormy night. Suddenly the peaceful chaos of his thoughts shattered as the third-floor window of his apartment exploded outward. 3 dark figures emerged, leaping down to the street with a grace that defied nature. They landed silently, the agents of the Obsidian Order, their red glowing eyes fixed directly on Aarav. The leader stepped forward slowly, his black cloak billowing around him like shadows come to life. "You cannot run forever," he said, his voice calm, yet laced with an unsettling edge. Aarav stepped backward, panic igniting in his chest. "I don't even know what you want from me." The man tilted his head slightly, revealing a face that was cold and emotionless, almost mechanical. "You carry something that belongs to a power far older than you can imagine." Lightning flashed overhead, illuminating the leader's features for a heartbeat, and with it, the name echoed in Aarav's mind like a ghostly whisper from the past. The Eternal Light. At that moment, a voice inside Aarav's mind whispered urgently, "Danger." Before he could react, the agents raised their weapons, metallic rifles glowing ominously with red energy. Aarav's heart raced, pounding like a war drum in his ears. He had never been in a fight before, but something within him stirred, awakening a latent strength. The golden energy enveloping his body brightened, pulsing with warmth, growing stronger. The leader noticed it immediately, a glimmer of interest in his otherwise cold demeanor. "Interesting," he said. "So the power awakens faster than predicted." With a swift motion, he raised his hand. "Capture him." The agents fired, red energy blasts tearing through the air like fiery arrows. Aarav's instincts kicked in. He raised his hand defensively. To his shock, the golden light expanded into a shimmering shield, the blast slamming into it, exploding into sparks of dazzling light. "I did that?" he stammered, disbelief washing over him. The agents looked momentarily taken aback, but it was fleeting. "Adaptive power confirmed," the leader muttered. "Use full force." The agents charged, one leaping high into the air, landing behind Aarav, while another advanced from the front. Panic clawed at him. "I don't know how to fight." "Focus," the voice in his mind urged again. He closed his eyes, drawing on the warmth that radiated from within. The golden light responded, swelling around him, until he opened his eyes to a world transformed. Everything moved slower, the raindrops, the attackers, the very air around him. Instinct took over. As the first agent swung a blade toward him, Aarav reacted, his body moving faster than his thoughts could keep up. He grabbed the attacker's arm, twisting it with a sharp crack, the blade clattering to the ground as the agent fell. The second agent fired again, but Aarav raised his hand, golden energy shooting forth like a bolt of lightning. The blast struck the attacker, sending him sprawling across the road. Silence enveloped the street, a peaceful pause amid the chaos, and Aarav stood there, incredulous. He had just defeated trained soldiers. The leader of the Obsidian Order, however, was unfazed. He began clapping slowly, admiration flickering across his cold features. "Remarkable." Aarav, panting and still on edge, shot back, "Stay away from me." The leader stepped closer, his red eyes burning with intensity. "Then explain it." Aarav's voice trembled, the weight of fear and confusion spilling forth. The man smiled faintly, a predatory gleam in his gaze. "For centuries the Eternal Light has chosen a single bearer, someone capable of controlling its power, someone strong enough to change the world." He pointed directly at Aarav. "That someone is you." Aarav felt the golden energy pulse in response, a mix of fear and wonder swirling within him. "But why me?" The leader's smile widened slightly, a sinister comfort. "That is the mystery even we have been trying to solve." Suddenly, the distant wail of police sirens pierced the air, approaching with relentless urgency. The leader glanced toward the sound. Unfortunate timing. He turned back to Aarav, words heavy with menace. This is not over. Before Aarav could gather his thoughts, the leader pressed a device on his wrist, dark smoke billowing around him. When it cleared, the agents had vanished, leaving only the rain behind. Aarav was left alone, his glowing hands fading back to normal, exhaustion washing over him like the rain. He sank to his knees, overwhelmed. What is happening to my life? Police lights flashed at the end of the street, urgency lighting a fire within him. He knew he couldn't stay, not with the Obsidian Order hunting him. With a final deep breath, he forced himself to stand. As he turned, he heard a voice. "Hey!" Aarav spun around, eyes locking onto a young woman near a parked motorcycle. She wore a black jacket, dark glasses shielding her eyes from the rain, a laptop bag slung casually over her shoulder. She seemed calm, too calm, after witnessing the supernatural chaos. "Relax," she said softly. "I'm not here to fight you." His caution flared anew. "Who are you?" She removed her glasses, her sharp eyes scrutinizing him. "My name is Maya Sen." "And how do you know my name?" he asked, suspicion weaving through his words. Maya sighed, a knowing smile curling her lips. "Because half the underground internet is talking about you right now." Aarav blinked, confusion settling like fog. "What?" With a swift motion, she opened her laptop, revealing security camera footage capturing the chaotic battle, the glowing energy, the violence, the raw power. Aarav felt a chill creep down his spine. "This is bad. Very bad," Maya affirmed, closing the laptop with a click that echoed ominously in the rain-soaked silence. "The Obsidian Order is one of the most dangerous secret organizations in the world, and now they're hunting you." "How do you know all this?" Aarav pressed, desperation creeping into his voice. Maya smirked slightly, confidence radiating from her. "I'm a hacker." A loud crack of thunder rumbled overhead, almost punctuating her words. "If you want to survive the night, get on." She gestured toward the motorcycle. Aarav hesitated, doubt flooding his thoughts. "You expect me to trust you?" "Stay here and wait for the Obsidian Order to return," she countered coolly. "Or come with me and maybe learn why you suddenly became the most important person on the planet." He glanced at the empty street, the remnants of destruction all around him, his life shattered. There was no going back. Taking a deep breath, he climbed onto the motorcycle, feeling the weight of his decision settle heavily on his shoulders. Maya smiled slightly, a flicker of approval in her gaze. "Good choice." The engine roared to life, and the bike shot forward, slicing through the rain like a blade. As they sped into the night, Aarav glanced up at the stormy sky, where lightning flashed ominously. Somewhere far away, in a dark underground chamber, the leader of the Obsidian Order watched a holographic screen, Aarav's face illuminated in the dim light. "The eternal light has awakened," he murmured, shadows shifting behind him as he surveyed the scene. "Begin Phase 1. Find the ancient key," he commanded with a voice that thrummed with authority, "and prepare the world for the return of the first light." As thunder roared again above the city, it became clear.